We're live. We're live. Okay. Well, nothing to it but to just get on with this and start, I think. So I'll need that. I need something to clean with. I will just fetch some more cleaning stuff. Another slap done. Something to clean before applying nails. Well, use that, I suppose. Where I last bought industrial methylated spirits from, but there you go. I have some, so I'll use it. Yeah. And move the shoulders out of the way. There. So there, so I don't trip over them as often. Wish I had a smaller bottle of IPA. Good. It's a pain. Never mind. There isn't no little parts cleaner. Bother. Alright. Got what I got. And what shall I pour without getting this all over? There we go. That should help remove the dust and whatnot. All this years ago, still got it. Okay. So I need to do these ones that have had the little piece cut off them, clean them out, and then get ready to glue in the discs. So I guess the first thing I should do is find as many of the right ones. Which, to be fair, I'm not really that bothered whether they're the right ones or not. There are a few spares around the place, but I think I'll just make a stack and go for it. Well, this looks like it might not have gone very well. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that's the idea of what it's meant to look like, but it looks like it's not really. It's kind of gone funny in the heat. Never mind. Life moves on. All right, there's a couple of rejected ones, but the rest are okay. See how many get done. This is the secret to dalek hemispheres. I don't have any more 5mm nylon bolts. We have to use all them on Davros, so I will get some done tonight. Probably, oh, not that one. Wow, that one's more bent than a politician in an election year, but never mind. Some of them will be okay. And there's some spares over there. All right. These are all spares. I wonder if I've got a box I can put them in. Hold on. Oh, man. What's this? Oh, perfect. Ideal for the spares. Do not trip over the blue network cable. There we go. I'm just going to put the spares in here so they can at least be somewhat sheltered from the elements. Have a nice, cool place, semi-clean. The stuff isn't going to fall on them. And then all those should be okay. Right. So I guess I'll try and go in lots of 4, I think. And we've got the air compressor. Oh, that's got into every open cut on my hands, which is a few. It's okay. That's only a scratch and not a hole. We're in good shape. Just keep going until this stuff has evaporated. Maybe I'll try the ones that are less than. Some looks like glue stripped on it, but that's fine. The outside will survive. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I got to paint these, but I can't start painting them on camera because give away the color scheme. And that is a surprise, except for everyone who knows me, who I have already told what the color scheme will be. That one's a bit dodgy. Reject. Rejected. There will be low viewership numbers tonight because the football's on. So people will be watching the footy. Well done to all the football teams that played football today. All right, glue. This has been in this tube for about 6 weeks, so I think this tube's a bit knackered. So we'll just throw that one away. What do you know? The tube is still all right. The nozzle's not very good. Have I got a spare nozzle? Probably over there. I can't find that. I'm not going to go over there for it. I'll just steal this one. I'll just put this one on. This is the expensive liquid nails from Bunnings that was $2.40 or something a tube. Like the really fancy stuff. And I think the other thing I bought was, yep, there it goes. I think the other stuff I got was, I'll just put a blob on here because this epoxy likes to sort of fail. I should have grabbed gloves. and drop it in. It's pretty good. One. I'm going to run out of places to put these. Hold on. I better make places for these things to go before I run out of places and start making rash decisions. That would indeed be bad. Nobody wants to see that. Okay, here we go. Let's start there. Okay. And gloves. Gloves might be a good idea. So that I don't end up smelling like liquid nails when I go to bed. And I was actually going to set up a camera to record this so I could use this footage in the build video. But I suppose what I could do is I could very sneakily just take the live stream footage, couldn't I? Could download that. I think I've got regular silicone if I need it. I think silicone worked all right on these last time. Well, I say it worked all right. There's no sort of feedback as to whether they've... Look at that, one-handed with the left. Who says I'm not dexterous? Me. I says that I'm not. If I had a little paddle pop stick, I'd sort of go around the outside and smooth it over. Oh, maybe I've got one. Maybe there's one down here. Who knows? Paddle pop stick. Maybe, possibly. Maybe in here. Hey. Look at that. Look at that. Bloody marvellous. Right, now I'll sort of spudge that over so we get like a nice even finish in there. And that one as well. Let's see, that's... Well, I wonder if I should be dropping them in and then doing it? Maybe. That's better, doesn't it? My God, he's a genius. See, this is the kind of boring, repetitive work on daleks that I can do. Just don't ask me to fill in sand stuff. Terrible with that. Yep. Simpson, Homer Simpson. He's the greatest guy in history. I've been making a couple of props for the musical, and I thought I was finished, and then I realized I actually have another 3 props to make that I had completely forgotten about. So I will be going out. Yeah, cheers. Cheers, Matt. Yeah, I couldn't believe that about the jig. I had to go back and read and go, oh, we did use a jig. And then I think it was John. Is it John Darley, the admin guy, had suggested using a jig. And then Aaron had talked about the panel measurements and stuff on the original. Oh, geez, I haven't put glue on the inside. Oh. So at least I can smooth it into all the little crevasses. I'm going to run out tonight, but that's okay. Never mind. I think this is polyurethane glue that these bolts are held in with, so it probably would hold. It'd probably hold up to the heat. Doesn't look like it's epoxy. I am finding jobs like this a little bit painful still. And I'm not in to see the surgeon about the elbow until October. So that'll be fun. But doubtful that any surgery will be needed. It's just sort of, the surgeon can get an MRI that won't cost the earth. The GP can't. So you have to go in and see the surgeon if you want a cheap MRI. Ooh, look, I found an MDF one. Ooh, fancy. What else have I got on order? I've got some. I've got plastic screws on order. Hopefully enough to finish off the hemispheres, and enough to do the. Oh, that's not gone well. And enough to do the slats. Thought that was the case. Central-ish. I mean, even if they're not perfectly centered, they are more central than they would be if no one took any time, I guess. Oh, this must be a limited edition one with a hole error. It would be worth extra money. Sometimes the screws are in a bit on the wonk, so I have to tilt the little piece of MDF to suit. there's the first 9. I can't get, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've only got another 9 I can do. Oh well, short-lived stream. Suppose I can do some filling on the shoulders with some of that spot putty. Although to be fair, every time I get out the shoulders, I'm inclined to just go, nah, they're okay. I suppose it's not like I'm restoring a classic car where the bodywork kind of counts, but at the same time, I'd rather not have little holes. If it was a bit wavy, okay, but you want it to be a consistently sort of filled structure. That's what I think anyway. I could be wrong. Excuse me while I just clean the balls. And then I've got to start thinking about priming them at least. But hey, once that bit's done, at least that's a job I can get onto. I'm thinking about making some kind of ball priming rig though, so I can do them in batches. Well, that would be handy. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And 9. This will get me through to the end of that round, and I'll put the others back in the box. All right. Start at this end. Definitely polyurethane glue on there. At least I'm using stuff up. That's a good feeling. I like the feeling that I'm getting stuff done and not just leaving lots of materials going to waste. Should have put some music on. So then, if I ever get to 1,000 subscribers, the streams would be demonetized. Only music that's banned in Russia, which is apparently anything owned by Sony. So there you go. Don't play music by Sony in Russia. I don't know whether it's what kind of crime it's considered. I guess copyright infringement. Or they've got some kind of serious issue with the lovely peoples of Russia. There's probably some very nice ones. Despite the things going on, there's probably some very nice Russian people, no doubt. I mean, they're not all soldiers, are they? Plop. Oh. I think you kind of get it sort of vertical, and then rotate, spin it 90 degrees and check. and that's as good as I'll be able to get it. I know previously I had a square out and I was checking them each one, but yeah. Bobby Dazzler. Pretty okay. It's getting full. 4 to go. Oh, I can do, yeah, no, that is 4. That's 4. I can count. And then before I go to bed tonight, I will start printing the Imperial Dalek model to be stored away for the Bum Fudge Spectacular next year. Maybe by next year's Spectacular, this is where, maybe Frank will get his first outing. That's pretty good. It's tricky though, because even if it's off, it's probably not going to be off by too much. Yeah, they will be bespoke, absolutely. I think the thing about the jig is that I was immediately thinking of the Dalek jig, not the table-mounted jig, where you could sort of set it at one. I think what we had to do is set it at one height and then rotate the skirt. And it marked everything at the correct height. See this one. I think the reason I didn't use this one is because this is way off. Like it doesn't look too bad like that, but then if I rotate it, it's like hugely off. But that's all right. I'm going to use it because I'm cheap. I'm cheap and I'm bored with repeating steps. I think that's the problem with the shoulders. I'm now bored with having to do the same job over and over again for no result. So I'm quitting doing the same thing for no result. From now on, I'm only going to do things where there's a result. The result of there's nothing that's any different is irritating. But hey, if I can use up the rest of this tube, that will make me a very happy camper, because I'm getting really, really pumped up about using up stuff at the moment. Oh, that's bad. Right, that way. That kind of. That's right. And if I go that way, it's really out. What if I just? I think this is what I actually did last time. I think I. And then that was it. I didn't trust that I actually knew where 90 degrees was. I think I used a gauge instead to go. Yeah. Yeah. Sold. Last one. But hey, as language learning for beginners is careening towards 1,000 subscribers, having surpassed my goals, which I'm very proud of, and my channel is languishing. Scott's Vac Shack is having a sudden resurgence. His Bunyip video has got about 25,000 views. So at least one of the outlets of creativity that I've had is getting some love. Oh gosh, that's gone wrong. Hang on. Smear it first, James. Smear it first. Smear. Smear. There. 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 Yep. Sold. All right. Now, these came apart earlier when I was trying to use these as my paint stands. So I'm going to take this opportunity to do a better job of repairing them. And hopefully they won't come apart again, because I was mid varnish when I picked this up and it went pop. I wonder if I should put some clamps on. Have we got some? Oh, there you go. What about some rubbish spring clamps? They'll do good, won't they? Yeah. Where's the blobs of glue? There's one blob. Yeah, one there. Oh yeah. That'll do a good job. Another one somewhere there to sort of. There we go. Oh, there's one. There we go. Set. There's a glue joke. All right. Do I get the hemisphere? Do I get the shoulders back now? That's a good question. Let's just clean up with metho. Maybe it just makes it set quicker. Well, that's pretty much knackered. I have found other bits for them, but obviously more discs will be needed and more. Now that's a point. What size are these? I think these are 92 mil. I think these are downlight size discs. They are 92. Okay. Well, that's a good thing, because I can cut more of them. So I need some 3mm material. I might go through the scraps bin at work and see if I can find any more 3mm material. There's often stuff getting thrown out that's that size. Okay. Now, if we were still socially distancing, I've already joked today, these would look great. There's some slow movement on the scaled down 3D printed dog lamps. That small movement being I've opened CAD and had a go at scaling the sizes down, but I haven't really done much more outside of that. There's been too much other stuff. There's that light fitting I was going to put up today. I found it. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? If only it was still sometime earlier today. That's okay. And where did my paint tin opener go? I just saw it. I was cleaning up and I found it. No idea. You can see it, boys and girls. Call out. Shout it into your computer screen. Should I put on some band music? Let's see. Maybe I can stream 80s bangers. That'd be good. While I do filling. YouTube. Oop. '80s bangers. 80s hits. That sounds good. Oh, so I don't like it. I'm not really a Michael Jackson fan, so. Ah, Phil Collins. There you go. Yeah. There we go. There you go. I'm going to stream some 80s hits while I cannot find the well, I struggle to find the paint tin opener. So I can open my tin of filler. I could get a small screwdriver, couldn't I? I could do that. But that sounds like something I'm probably not going to do. But let's face it, it's a sledgehammer move, isn't it? I don't know why people don't like this song. It's all right. Like, I get it's no hit, you know. Well, I mean, it's no sort of. It's not exactly Genesis's. It's not exactly their opus, is it? You know, but it's all right song. What did you say, Matt? Yeah, I just saw it. I'm actually really annoyed that I can't find it now. Because I was looking for it earlier today and I ruined that tin of varnish, but then again, there was nothing left of that. But never mind. The brute force option is always an option. So here's the screwdriver of death, and we'll just crack on But I should probably also start looking at where I need to be plastering this stuff, because but the thing I'm finding is that I'm applying this and it's pulling right back out when I sand it. So this is where PB Props will be telling me to get a brush and some acetone and to actually brush it in there. I might just put the light on over here as well, just for a bit more filling in the background, a bit more filler light. I mean, I know these, it's not these areas that I should be concerned with. It's down here. It's this lower collar that I really need to get into these spots. I don't understand the premise of that video, though, that Genesis are a terrible band, and then they play a song that no one listens to. I find that somewhat perplexing. Oh yeah, that's the area. I forgot that. This is the bit I have to get to. And I think this filler will be very, very inappropriate for this area, but I'm going to smush it in there. See, this is the optimistic song. It's letting me realize maybe I can get this done. This is like the song to put over a montage. Every little bit. I don't know if this is the right method. I'm now going to the dipping of the finger method. Until it starts to eat the glove away. Oh, this is Whitney. She wants to dance with somebody. I think she does. She wants to feel the heat. Go to Port Augusta. It's always 5 degrees warmer. It's funny thinking that like this time 9 years ago, I was living in Port Augusta. you know, on short-term basis because their hospital kicks ass. Nice place. I'm just gonna poke it in where there's holes. Sorry. I'll turn this around and you'll be going, what the fuck did you do? Now I'm trying to sort of apply with one finger and remove with t'other. I know that corner I'm really going to have to just bog properly, but you can see he's been at it. Anyone won't look at this and go, well, he hasn't done anything. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah. Smear. Is that maybe the bird cage they're talking about? Men don't spread things, they smear. Yeah, when they're putting butter on their bread, they don't spread the butter, they smear. It's one of those songs at the pub that was always like a really big deal, but I wasn't a big fan of. Like, nothing against George Michael, it just did. This the beat didn't really catch me. All right, there we go. Iced like a fucking cake again. When people look back on this, when I download this and make a montage, like a power ballad montage. So here we go. Here's the back. It looks like a spotty teenager. So tomorrow I will no doubt sand it all off. And I can tell you that it did start to go through the glove because I've got a filleted finger. Do your best, fill the rest. Okay. Now I can see it's probably already going to pull out when when I go to sand it, I think what happens is this filler is just not fulfilling big holes. It says pinholes, and that's what the majority of what I've been filling is. So with any luck, we're golden there. Yeah. So I'm trying to think what else. I was going to pull apart a power supply, but since it's nearly an hour, you know, Matt, you're probably bored. I think I've finally finished all the slats. These are the last two to come off the printer. I wanted to make sure I was getting the white going, so I'll start doing Imperial Dalek parts. And then, yeah, these are solid, but, you know, they're going to cover some of the sins, but not everything. But I'm also not going to be bothering to, like, carve the back out of them or anything. If there's gaps, there's gaps. You know, I'm kind of not, you know, that I know that's not going to sit flush, but that's all right. It'll be fine. And when they're painted in its final colour, which I hope I've got enough of still, I think we'll be in good shape. And if I don't have the final colour, then I'm just going to go and buy a colour. I tried to buy like an off-the-shelf colour that'll do the job. And see how we go. I'm going to go before this song goes. So, all right, until next time. Catch you around, Matt. And anyone else that's watching if you're watching later on.